All right, guys, again, I'm going to work through a couple of examples here over 1-5, which talks about adjacent, vertical, complementary, and supplementary angles. So I'll start with number one. If you see here, first of all, one of the things I want to notice is I see this little box right here. And if you've been watching the videos and been looking at all this stuff that we've been looking at, you're going to know that symbolizes a 90-degree angle. So it is a complementary angle. One way that you can really kind of understand that is 90 degrees. If you look, there's a C right there. Okay, so that really helps you to understand that. But anyway, this means that this whole angle is a 90-degree angle. So if this part right here is 33 degrees, then what they're asking for here, they're asking you to find the measure of B. So again, if 90 degrees is the whole thing, it goes right back to what we were talking about yesterday. If 90 degrees is the whole thing and 33 degrees is just this part, then what operation do I have to do in order to find this? Well, I need to subtract. So I need to subtract 33 degrees from 90 degrees, and that is going to equal 57 degrees. So those are pretty simple. All right, so let's move on down to number 6. Maybe a little bit more difficult because here it's asking us to find the value of x. We always kind of get scared when we see this. What I want you to notice is you see that there is a straight angle right here. Okay, we know that a straight angle should be 180 degrees, right? So a straight angle is 180 degrees. This part here where the little square is, we know is 90 degrees where there's a right angle. So if this is 90 degrees and the whole line is 180 degrees, then what does that mean this portion right here has to be? Well, if the whole thing's 180 and this particular portion is 90, then that means this whole thing also has to be 90. So what I do in order to set this up is I'm going to take this angle plus this angle, and it should equal up to 90 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and just set that up as an equation. So I have 62 plus x plus 3. Again, just adding these two angles together, and that is going to equal 90 degrees. Again, just like before, I'm going to combine like terms. So 62 and positive 3 is 65 plus x equals 90. And from this point, I'm going to get this x by itself. In order to do that, I have to get rid of this. So right now, even though I can't see it, there's a positive 65 right there. So I need to subtract 65 from both sides. That's going to leave me with x equals. Oh, did I make a mistake? Does anybody see a mistake I made? I rewrote my problem wrong. Look at this. 62 plus x minus 3. This should have been subtract 3. So now all of a sudden 62 minus 3 is actually 59. Oh my goodness, the teacher made a mistake. Yes, it does happen. You notice I didn't even edit that out. So now I fixed my problem. Again, it should have been 62 minus 3 equals 59. So I needed to subtract 59, which made 31. I'm sure one of you guys would have caught me on that, but we have just found the value of x, which means 31. And again, I could put that 31 back in here and make sure that it works, and it will. All right, so now let's move on to number 12. So number 12, we have this situation right here. And if, again, you watch the videos, and hopefully you have been watching the videos because they're there to help you. If you watch the videos, you will understand that these two angles are vertical angles, and vertical angles are always congruent. Okay, congruent means they're equal. So when you have two angles that are across from one another, like this, they're vertical and they're congruent, which means congruent, again, I'm going to write it up here. Congruent means equal. Okay, so what that means is, in order to figure out what x really is, all I have to do is just set it equal. So 2x equals 36. Somehow, some way, 2x has to equal 36. So in order to finish this out, I need to get x by itself. I'm going to divide by 2 because I have multiplication when I have a number beside of a variable. So I'm going to divide by 2. X is going to equal 18. That's my answer. All right, so let's move on to number 16. 16 again says find the measure of angle B. Now let's look at this really closely again, because right here, if you will notice, I have that straight angle showing up again. We know that a straight angle is equal to 180 degrees. So if this whole thing right here is 180 degrees, and this particular part of the angle right here is 152, and how would I find out what this B right here is? Again, these are supplementary angles. Supplementary angles, if you look in this 180, you can see an S right there. So 180 minus 152, the total, subtract this part, will give me the other part. So 180 minus 152 equals 28 degrees. All right. One last problem, number 19. It says find the value of X. Again, I see it if I really look close. I've got this 180 degree line again. But now I've got two different values here that make up, they have to equal that 180 degrees. So I'm going to set my problem up again just like I did before. So I'm going to take 2x plus x plus 21, and that has to equal 180 degrees. So now I'm just going to combine some like terms. 2x plus x equals 3x plus 21 equals 180 degrees. And now I just need to finish out my problem. All right, so again, if I want to isolate this 3x, I want to isolate this x, I need to get rid of this positive 21. In order to get rid of positive 21, I need to subtract 21 from both sides. That is going to leave me with 3x. This is going to cancel out, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. And now I'm going to have 180 minus 21, which I believe is 159. And now, in order to get this x by itself, my last step is to divide by 3. And if I take 159 divided by 3, I'm going to find out that that is 53. So x equals 53. Again, hopefully this has helped to give you some idea of how these need to be worked out. Thanks.